I think reading is everything. I think reading wakes up your mind. I think reading takes you traveling. I think reading problem solves you. I love talking about what I read. I love it now.
It's how we make sense of the world. It connects us to other people in the world. It connects us to our own experiences and the experiences of people like us or people unlike us.
Once you get into a good book, you can imagine the pictures in your head, and it's fun to know stories.
Okay, so today we're going to read a book about devils. Now, do you think
A love of reading is a gift that all teachers strive to inspire in their students. But reading is a complex process that requires explicit instruction. Guided reading is a way to create an environment in which children are taught to become independent, thoughtful readers through carefully constructed instruction.
It helps me organize the lessons, and it helps me achieve with the child a degree of confidence, because I know from my experience working with the children that they have to feel secure in what they know before they move on to something longer words, something that is a little more frightening or challenging to them. And so when I teach them in the small guided reading group, I can streamline what they need at a given moment.
Du foin. Est-ce que tu peux trouver le mot foin dans le...
Guided reading is the heart of a balanced literacy program. The ultimate goal is for each student to read for meaning at all times and develop fluency by the end of grade 3. Students can use the strategies they have learned in guided reading whenever they read by themselves.
Combien de syllabes dans boulangère? On peut dire 4 parce qu'on peut faire
A key principle in guided reading is the grouping of students based on their reading abilities and providing each student with a copy of a book at their instructional level, the just right book. Instructional level means 90 to 95% accuracy. Students should have difficulties with no more than 1 word in 10. There will be a small challenge to be overcome, but it will not be frustrating.
that the author talks about touching you? What's touching them on this first page?
And the idea of working in a small group is very effective because you really have a good idea of what they know and what they're not know. And it's a good chance for them to share in a more comfortable way what they know about something.
Every child's an individual. They approach reading in a different way. So just being able to figure out what they're doing and what kind of things that they're doing to figure things out and ways that you can support them. I just think that the small group, it's the information that I can't get in the large group.
They like, first of all, working in a group. They like learning from each other rather than learning from me all the time. And they like showing off their skills, especially if they're in a similar ability. They don't feel inferior. They just feel like they're among friends and that they can have a chance to show off their abilities and be proud of what they have achieved so far.
OK, les élèves, aujourd'hui, on va faire un livre, ça s'appelle Les animaux constructeurs. Alors, qu'est-ce que ça vous dit, les animaux constructeurs? Oui, Kenan, Nair?
Les animaux constructeurs, je pense que c'est les animaux qui construisent les nids, les pierres, des choses comme ça.
OK, oui, tu as raison. Bon, ici, j'ai sorti des choses.
Before the session, the teacher will have selected specific reading strategies on which to focus, determined by the needs of the group, and evidence from assessments, such as running records or observations of previous sessions.
C'est pas vraiment des questions. On appelle ça des citations. C'est des citations que j'ai prises du livre, mais peut-être c'est vrai et peut-être que c'est pas vrai. Donc on va voir si...
Pre-reading activities will arouse the students' curiosity and give them reasons for reading. Guided reading allows teachers to spend time with students before their reading time. It is particularly helpful with material that is unfamiliar or in a second language. The various proposed pre-reading strategies will make reading experiences more meaningful for the students.
C'est mâche.
Comme tu mâches du gum.
Oui, tu mâches. Alors, est-ce que c'est vrai ou faux?
Vrai.
Pourquoi est-ce que tu dis que c'est vrai?
Je pense que c'est vrai parce que j'ai vu leur nez et c'est comme en bois, mais c'est sticky. Et Nathalie, je sais.
Some teachers like to begin their sessions with word work. This could involve making words and blending words, reviewing spelling lists and high-frequency words. Some teachers use plastic letters, others individual blackboards or notebooks. The idea is to choose what you have at hand and are comfortable with.
The what?
Right side.
Yeah. Side.
Guide.
It is an opportunity for the teacher to provide remediation and attention to each student. It is also a great opportunity to take anecdotal notes on student progress.
Side now. How many times should we write it? 5 times.
Students benefit from individual attention around the word-making activities. It is a time where they can experience success with spelling high-frequency words or work on specific ones. Students become comfortable with asking questions, making mistakes, and making connections, understanding words in their context. It makes it authentic.
We change it to ride. I like to ride my bike. What do you like to ride, Sophia?
Roller coaster.
Oh, the roller coaster. Okay, what do you like to ride, Mike?
My scooter.
Your scooter. Excellent.
Sometimes it just amazes me how they will assume a word means something, and it's not that. In the lesson, there was a word called marcher, and they all thought it was marcher, meaning walking as opposed to chewing. And it totally changes the sense of the meaning of the text if you can't make that difference and understand. And I knew they probably wouldn't see the word marcher very often, but marcher, yes. So they weren't understanding the text at all because they didn't know what that word meant. They assumed it was something else. So I think when you do it, you really talk about the words, talk about the morphology of the words, the meaning of them, and you really find out what they know and don't know. And you can help them so much better. Bon, maintenant, je vais vous donner un livre et on va juste regarder les images. Okay? On va tourner une image à la fois. Alors, ne regarde pas avant les autres. Okay?
It is important for teachers to help students build and activate their background knowledge so that they can integrate the ideas with what they know, particularly when reading non-fiction text. The teacher leads the session by preparing the students for reading. Various strategies are chosen for this section of guided reading. They can vary depending on the genre of the text. Here are some examples. Prediction from the title and picture on the cover. Looking for picture and word clues is an effective strategy to generate conversation.
Anything else that you know about Tasmanian devils? Let's take a closer look.
I don't even know what they are.
You're not sure what they are? Well, what can you tell by the front cover that they probably are?
Cats.
Yeah, cats, or do you think they're a type of animal maybe, Sophia? Yeah, they're a type of animal. Yes.
Questioning ourselves on the topic. Questioning enables students to make personal connections with the content of the text.
Alors, si les animaux ne construisent pas seulement des maisons, qu'est-ce qu'ils construisent? Par exemple, qu'est-ce qu'un castor construit? Vous voyez le castor?
Oui.
Qu'est-ce que le castor construit?
Construit ça en maison.
It also helps the teacher to assess the level of understanding and knowledge of individuals in the group.
Oui, ça s'appelle un barrage. Est-ce que tu peux trouver le mot barrage?
Barrage.
Okay,
Le barrage
oui.
est là.
Le barrage, oui. OK, regardez l'araignée. Il y a un nom spécial, je vais te le dire tout à l'heure, cette araignée.
One more. What's touching them on this page?
Fingerboxing.
Rain. The rain touches them. And What time of year is it right now? Is it winter?
No.
Yes.
Spring.
Can you find me the word spring on this page? Okay, what's the chunk of that word that we know?
ING.
Fingerboxing is a great strategy for reading specific words which students could have difficulties decoding. In non-fiction text, it is a precise way to introduce specific vocabulary.
Maintenant, est-ce que tu peux... quelle sorte de abri ou de structure est-ce que ces animaux construisent?
Good questioning skills will keep the students engaged with the activity. Unanswered questions will create suspense and anticipation for the reading.
Le barrage. Tu peux chercher le mot barrage dans le texte. Okay, mets ton
Questions
doigt.
also promote the use of picture clues.
OK, vas-y Megan, vas-y doucement.
Questioning is particularly important for students who are learning a second language. Sometimes it is the only way to ensure comprehension.
Ils vont faire du miel, j'espère. Comme ça, on peut bien manger. OK. Quelle est l'abeille la plus importante de la ruche?
Je sais ça.
Non, la reine. Et qu'est-ce qu'elle fait, la reine? Quel est son rôle? Vous savez?
Oui, je
Oui. Oui, mais avant que le bébé sorte, elle va faire quelque chose.
Oh.
Elle va...
Elle va marier toutes les filles.
Non, elle va pas marier.
Non, elle va donner du Jolly Roger, de Jolly quelque chose. Oh, les jellies, c'est le royal jelly.
Qu'est-ce qu'une poule fait?
Students strongly benefit from talking, guessing, predicting, and making all sorts of connections with text content.
Elle fait pas juste des bulletins en fait.
Conversations around the book become very natural between the student and the teacher. The group remains focused on the task. Their interest for the material increases as they talk about it, and they become anxious to read by themselves. Guided reading provides a place in the classroom for students and teachers to enjoy books together. Their conversations are natural, sometimes humorous and spontaneous, and always fun.
One thing I discover with the guided reading is how much you get out of talking about what you read, just the conversation around a book, about something you read, about whether it's fiction or non-fiction, this is where the high-level thinking takes place, is when you can connect with your own experience, when you can make them connect with other things they've read, and make them connect with things they think they know that might be wrong or that are right. And I think it's important to make all those connections.
So when we're reading, what kind of things do we need to do so that we make sure that we're understanding what we're reading? Yes?
We need to think what's going to happen and what questions are going to be asked.
Right. What kind of questions? Yes?
And if you don't know, if you don't understand, then go back.
If you don't understand, then you need to go back. Should we keep reading if we don't understand what we're reading? No, we shouldn't keep reading. We have to go back and make sure that we understand what we're reading. And we know one of the things that good readers do is they always think while they're reading. They ask themselves questions and they stop and they think about what they just learned. So that's really important when you're reading nonfiction too. Okay, so everyone can begin to read and I'll just come around and listen to you read. Okay, I'll start with
When
Sandra.
pre-reading activities are completed, students are invited to read by themselves from their own copy of the book. They are encouraged to read at their own pace. During that time, teachers listen to each student read a piece of the text. The teacher individualizes attention, correction,
Do
and
they share their
praise.
food with each other?
No.
No? See if you're
Some
right.
teachers choose this time to take a running record.
Oh, wow.
Teachers also observe children using problem-solving strategies while they read.
There was not enough.
If common mistakes are noticed, then the teacher can use this as a teachable moment for the whole group.
You almost got Mars.
The students enjoy reading by themselves.
If it was roasting.
They are totally engaged in their reading. The text is just right, and they have a sense of success.